Good morning, happy Wednesday, happy February, friends. My name is Ray with Dizzy Designer. Today is my segment of the craft around the clock, and we are going to paint one of the new kits that is available on the website. So all the new February kits are live on the site right now. Go to dizzydesigner.com. I did link today's kit. I don't know if it goes up or down, wherever it is, it's there. So today what we're going to do is the insert for the truck. So we did our Valentine's insert back there already. We're going to work on our St. Patrick's Day theme. So our license plate says Lucky, and then the truck bed part says March 17th with a cute little clover, and then the insert is a cute little leprechaun hat, a clover, and a horseshoe. All right. Hey Deborah, hi Cheryl, hello Betty. I'm gonna go ahead and tip you guys down so we can get started. Hey Brandy. And let me grab out my glue. I kind of like the way we did it the last time, where we just kind of got everything going all at once. All right, so you don't have to paint. I did learn the last time I forgot to paint low enough for the insert. But you don't have to paint the entire back on this because your hat, I was going to say your truck, your hat is going to be covering it up. Hey Vicky, thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate it. So we're doing St. Patrick's Day theme, so we're going to use a couple of different greens. I have got Holly Branch for my dark green today, and then I also have Lime Tree for our lime color. I'm going to use Golden Sunset as our gold today, and then just some black and white, and we'll go ahead and get started. So our hat's going to be black. I'm gonna actually move this piece out of the way a second and start with this. Oops, I didn't put the black on my palette yet here. Hi Tammy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint this whole part black because it's on the top layer. So this part we do want to paint completely. How's everybody doing today? I have been up and busy this morning already. I got up, I did my workout, I caught up on my reading, I got some laundry started. I had to cut this kit because I didn't have anything ready. I've been working on subscription box orders already today. Then I get my nephew here in a little bit for the day. So that's what I'm up to. All right, as you noticed, I already did my second coat. It was already starting to dry at the top of the hat, so I just went ahead. The link is already posted, Brandy, in the description. So I just went ahead and I did that second coat because it was already starting to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead down here now, underneath where this is gonna sit. Right here in this very bottom part should be all that needs to be painted. So I'm just gonna kind of go like this. And that should be good. All right, so that's for the hat, part of the hat. So now we're gonna go over here, and I need to get up some white. Hello, Maria. Hi, Valerie. Mandy, how is everybody? Let's see here. Get out some white, and I'm gonna do this little part of the hat. It's gonna have the little shamrock on top of it. White almost always needs a couple of coats, so we're gonna do this one real quick, and then once it dries, we'll do a second coat. Oh, I got black on my sponge, darn it. It's all right, it's gonna have some little black streaks in there that I didn't intend on just because there was some already on there. Thank you so much for posting that, Tracy. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Renee, Tina. Good morning. Good morning. First time watcher from Central Texas. Welcome. Hi, Mary. First time watcher from Oklahoma. Welcome. Lots of new names on here today. All right. So then I'm going to have my little clover, and I'm going to do it in green, but I like to do my greens. I usually like to mix them. I don't think I'm gonna do that this time though, because we've got another clover that's gonna be sitting on. Okay, I'm gonna do my dark green for this little clover that's gonna go on the hat. Maybe we'll do some tricks in a minute. All right, so just a dark green clover to start. First time watching, hello, hello. Thank you for sprinkling. Good morning, Sherry. All right, so this is gonna actually go on top of here, which is gonna be up on the hat. So this is also gonna be our dark green. It's the, I'm having a hard time with my words today. What would you call this? This part of the hat. Anyways, it's gonna match our clover, whatever it's called. I might do a second coat on that part. And then we've got our buckle, at least I can remember the name of that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece aside. I'm not even gonna use it. And thank you so much for sprinkling, everybody. Super appreciate it. First time watcher from Missouri. Hi, Sheila, welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my gold for the buckle part. And that's just gonna go right on top there. I'm gonna go do my second coat of white over here. I think I might end up doing a third coat even. I want my white to be nice and bright. And I can't open my chalk paint right now. I need to have somebody open it for me. It's like sealed shut. Hello, is it Lenora? Is that how you say your name? I like that. All right, let's do a second coat on our green here. I'm just gonna swipe it on. Makes it nice and dark. Like I said the last time, I used to do like all the pieces and then put them all together and then do all the details at the very end, but I kind of like the last live we did, I did each piece as we went. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this sit here for just a second, dry a little bit more, do another coat on this. But while we are doing that, oh, we're still waiting on that other piece. We're gonna wait a second. I'm gonna take the end of one of my paint brushes here, dip it into some white, just like so. Thank you so much for sprinkling. And we're gonna give it just one little dot up here at the top, just to give it a little bit of character. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my hat, but I'm gonna give it 1, 2, 3 dots up here in the corner. They didn't exactly turn out in the shape I wanted. There we go. So I got 3 dots there on the hat. And then this piece is pretty dry. Let's do our next coat, our final coat of white on here. And this will just take a second to dry and then we can start gluing some pieces down. So I like to use the Stick Fast glue. Good morning, Rachel. I'm gonna go ahead and glue, oh, there we go, on the hat, part of the hat that I can't figure out what the name is, like the band, I don't know, that's not right, I don't think. It's got that piece here. And our next piece is gonna be this one, but I wanna wait just a second. Well, it's probably fine. I don't think the sides have that much paint on them. I just don't wanna get white paint smeared all over my black hat. Oh my goodness, I need to get out some new glue. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and line this up here. It hangs not half off, but it hangs a little bit off of the hat. You see that there? So I just lined it up with the green there. And then I'm gonna put my buckle on. Just kind of center it, eyeball where I think it should go. And then we got our little clover to put on here. And then we'll do the rest of the piece that this sits with. Whoops. That's just gonna go there. So there's our hat. Look how cute that is just by itself, but it's not even close to finished yet. I'll go ahead and set this off to the side because this part, the hat that we just did, is gonna sit in the middle of our truck insert, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead over here and we're gonna paint our little horseshoe, lucky charm, whatever you wanna call it, in the yellow or the gold. And then we're gonna paint our clover in the lighter green or the lime green that I have picked out. And if you get paint inside of the little holes, I just take the paintbrush and kind of run it through there to kind of clean that out. Just like so. Hello, Stephanie. Hi, Jill, Tammy. How is everybody? And then, like I said, we're going to do our lime green over here. Let me grab a new sponge for that. I'm live. Oh. You said you need to talk to me?
Well, I was going to talk to you when you were live.
Yeah, I'm live.
How much longer?
I just started, so it's going to be a while. Make yourself a note so you don't forget what you want to talk to me about.
I won't.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Shut me in, please. All right, thank you. All right, so lime green on our other clover, because we got our darker green on this clover. See it coming together now. So I'm gonna just making sure that this covers what I need it to. I need this lime green to go down a little bit farther. I'm gonna let this dry. I wanna do a second coat on the lime green, and then I am gonna put some polka dots on here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. First time watching, welcome. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Trish. All right, I think that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and do a second coat on it real quick. So this is one of the new kits that's up today. There is a new truck sitter tray. There's one Easter kit. It's for the new mini truck sitter tray. So it's a mini tiered tray set. What else is up there? There's a new tiered tray. There's quite a bit of stuff on there today, so you'll have to check that out. All right, while that's drying, it's not gonna hurt it to go ahead and dip our brush back in here, and I'm just gonna go in and do some dots, and I just kind of do them in a triangular pattern so that they're not all stuck together. And make sure some of them are over the edge. You don't want them to look like they're just flat dots. You want it to look dimensional. Yeah, that one did not look like a circle. And this part does take some time, but it just adds some character to our pieces. Hi, Rosie. I think all the little details are what brings these to life, so I don't mind taking the time to add things like this. You could do stripes on yours if you wanted to instead of polka dots. You could get super fancy and do like cheetah print. I love cheetah print, but I'm not doing cheetah print on here. But you could. You could do floral patterns. You could do anything you wanted to. Starting to wish I would have grabbed a bigger brush though, just to make this a little bit quicker for you guys. Hi, Jamie. Can you guys hear my son in the background? He's always pretending like he's a football announcer and a football player at the same time. Oh my goodness, I feel like this is taking forever just because you guys are on here watching. I feel like I need to move on. Hi, Gail. Hi, Susan. If it was just me, sometimes the dots they're relaxing to do, but I feel like I'm taking forever for you guys. So I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. There's been quite a few orders that have come through. I just saw another one for the new kits this morning, so thank you guys. I appreciate that. February is off to a great start already today. I got most of the Paint Club kits cut already, so those just have to get packaged up and ready to ship out. That's the monthly subscription box, one of the monthly subscription boxes that I have. And then I have my tiered tray club kits that I need to get cut out and get those ready to go out. All right, I want to set this back on here and see how far I need to go over with my dots. I might be good. I think my dots are good. I'm gonna leave it, and then if I need some more dots at the very end after I glue it on, I'll put them on after that. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Susan. How are you? All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna set it off to the side and let some of those dots dry. And we're gonna move on to our license plate. And this I am gonna do in like an ombre effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my darker green at the bottom. And I just kind of go pounce the dark green up about halfway. And then I'm gonna take my lime green and I'm gonna go from the top down into that darker green. And you just kind of work your way back and forth in the middle to blend them. Like so. So you end up with a different color right in the middle. Hi, Yvonne, welcome. And then the trick to this is making sure your paint's wet. So I did the first part of the word, and then I'll do the second part of the word. Because if your paint dries, it's not gonna blend good. So you wanna make sure that your paint is wet while you're trying to do this part, or it's not gonna turn out. Oops, why did I go up so far? I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So now it's got a little ombre for our Lucky. Hello, hello. I'm gonna do the back of this in gold. So our background of our license plate is gonna be done in gold. And really that's super quick and easy. I'm gonna add some more detailing on that in a minute. Is this dry yet? That's not dry yet. I think I'm okay to glue the hat down though. So let's go ahead and do that part real quick. I'm just gonna put my glue right on the hat itself. Gonna let it come down here. Thank you. Hello, hello. All right, so I'm gluing onto my hat. Gluing right around the edges, and then I put some in the middle, and it might look like I'm putting a lot on here, but there's hardly any glue actually on there. It's very thin. Doesn't take a lot. This glue is super good, super sticky. Let's see, I just want to line it up as good as I can so I don't smear anything or smudge anything around. And there we go. So here's our first piece, all finished. I'm gonna set it down over here though to dry so that it doesn't slide on me. So we've got our Lucky. I'm gonna do a little bit more on the lime green at the very top. I feel like it didn't cover the best right there, which means I'm gonna have to bring it down. Bring some more of that dark green back on here, I think, to blend it better. Nope, looks like it's doing good. Okay. Glue stuck to my plate there, or my towel, I mean. So there's Lucky. Should we add some polka dots on our gold background? What do you guys think? Let me know. Hi, Roxanne. I'm kind of wondering if we should add some polka dots to the background. Someone let me know. Polka dots or no polka dots? Hi, Sandy. I'm definitely gonna do some polka dots on the back of the next piece, so maybe we don't want them on there. Maybe we want to leave this plain. We're gonna do polka dots on the back of this. This is gonna be done in black. Somebody give me a clue on this if we should do polka dots or not. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this piece, which is gonna be done in black. Our background's gonna be black on this. I'm just gonna paint it while I'm waiting for you guys to let me know what you think. I'm gonna do a few white polka dots on this one. They're gonna be bigger polka dots. I'm not gonna do the small dots like we did on the other piece. That would take forever on this giant board. So when I paint mine live with you guys, I have the 24-inch truck. So there's two different options on the website. There's the 24-inch truck. Yes, dots, no dots. I got a couple of, let's see here. Whoever was the first one is what I'm gonna go with. And it looks like Cynthia's came through as polka dots. So we're gonna do some polka dots. Polka dots on the larger one only. No, polka dots, yes. You guys are mixed. Maybe on the corners or around the edge. I could do something like that so we don't do the whole thing. We'll look at it again in just a second. Maybe we'll do some polka dots, but not the whole board. I need some more black paint. Anyways, there are 24-inch trucks and 12-inch trucks available on the website. So I have my giant one behind me. The most popular one is the 12-inch one, but you can get either way. So just so you know, just make sure whatever truck you have that you always order the right size inserts, because otherwise you're going to have mismatching inserts for your truck. All right, setting this off somewhere. I'm running out of space. Okay, so we could do, maybe we could just do a few dots around our edges like we do as our accent lines. Let's do 1, 2, 3. So there's a couple dots here, and then 1, 2, 3. Up here, I don't know if I like that. What about like that? Just a few. So it gives it a little bit more, but it's not a ton. No on the gold, yes on the black. I'm starting to wonder if I should have just left this one how it was, just gold. But I've got some dots on there now. We can always take those off. That's not a problem. Let me get this glued down. And as you see, it's got the lines, the etched lines on the board, so it shows you right where to put it. Hi, Karen. Hello, Rhonda. All right, so there's Lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and set that over here. Probably gonna need a second coat on our black here. So I'm gonna start that real quick. Just wanna make sure that it's all covered. It's kind of hard to cover the big surface like this and make sure that it's not streaky or again, just because I'm on here and I'm trying to paint faster than normal. If I was painting this at my own pace, I wouldn't be going so fast, but I like to make sure that I can get the whole project done in my time slot, and also so that you guys can get, you know, if you're painting and you're a fast painter, I'm not too slow for you. Because if you're a slower painter, you can always watch the replay it. It's not a big deal, but all right, I'm gonna let that dry. And we'll go ahead and we'll start doing our letters, which we're gonna do our letters just in white. So we've got March 17th. Where are we at for time? We're doing all right still. This little piece didn't come out. I see there's a few that didn't just fall out. So if you ever get a kit and it's got that, you can just push them through. From Texas, hello. Hi, Candy. All right, I'm gonna do this little piece first because it's not gonna take very much. It's just a tiny little piece, and the words are going to be done in white, and that is going to take a little bit longer because it's going to need multiple coats, which this will too, but it'll only need a second coat. So now I'm going to go on to my white. Am I even in the camera way over here? I kind of pounced it on, but then I'm also kind of swiping it just to kind of get the paint on there. Really good. And also, I feel like if you do both methods, it just kind of takes away any lines that you might have. Hello, Melissa. Do you always use the sponges? I use the sponges a lot, yes. Not always. I do a mixture of both, but the sponges I use, I'd say 75% of the time, at least, maybe more. I feel like it keeps the edges cleaner on these kits because they're laser cut, so they're black edges. See, I'm kind of being sloppy. You can see it on the edges there. But with these sponges, you have better control over how your edges will turn out than you do with the brush. So I also feel like it's easier to control the amount of paint that you're putting on with the sponges versus with the brush. For the bigger pieces, I sometimes use a brush, but otherwise the smaller pieces are almost always done with a sponge. Oops. All right, so we got our first coat of white. I'm gonna go ahead and do our second and final coat on the lime green little clover we got here. Our black piece is almost finished drying, it looks like, so I'm gonna let that keep drying. I'm gonna start back over on my white coats again, because these first ones are definitely dry. And I'm just gonna swipe this on this time, and we might be able to get away with just 2 coats because of the way I painted it. And this is really sloppy. My edges are definitely not staying clean, but that's okay. I don't sell my finished work. So I'm not worried about it. I keep it for myself. I like the sponge technique. Yes, I like that too, that there's no brush strokes. That's another plus with the sponges. Sometimes on the bigger surfaces even, I might start out with a brush just to make it go quicker and then swipe over with the sponge to remove those brush strokes. So that's always another option too. That second coat, look at the difference. It's huge. White is just, it does not cover very good on a first coat. That's why I like the chalk paint better. It's sometimes with the chalk paint, or a lot of times with the chalk paint, it only takes 1 coat. But my chalk paint is like, I don't know, I tightened the cap too tight or something the last time I used it. I can't get it open. I have to have my hubby open it for me. The sponges, you can get them at the dollar store, at like Walmart, Target, anywhere that has makeup usually. It's just a makeup sponge. I get mine on Amazon, but I buy them in bulk. So I don't know that there's a good option on Amazon that's not bulk. I get a ton because I put them in my kits, my subscription box kits. So I do order mine that way. All right. Now we have got just a little spot here that's not dry yet. Just kind of rub it in, try to dry it up better. Let's see here. I had to order sponges on Amazon. None of the stores were selling them. I have heard that recently. Like I said, I get mine on Amazon. New to your page. Good morning, Carrie. Welcome. So that's really the only place. I do know that they have them at the dollar store by me, but they're not as good of quality as these ones either. So you can order yourself a big bulk pack and you'll have a ton of them. They last forever. I cut mine down. So after I use them, I cut them. Or you can wash them. You can have, do that option as well. And then they last longer too. I'm going to go ahead and actually glue these on right now. I think they're dry. And then I'm going to do my dots around it so that I don't put too many dots on here. And this literally, like I said, just says March 17th. Oh no, I stuck my hand right in my black paint. I forgot I had my paint palette right next to me. Let's see. I'm kind of putting my glue around. See, each cutout has a little, like a slit in there. I'm trying to put my glue around there. Buy magic erasers. Oh, that's a good idea. I've never used a magic eraser to do that. I've always just used the makeup sponges, but that's a good idea. so we got our March. $17, and then you can pick wherever you want to put your, you can put it over here, over here. I think I'm gonna put it right here to break up the March and the 17. But you could put that wherever you wanted to. And I'm gonna put my glue away since we're done gluing. I think we glued everything on. And then I'm gonna take a bigger brush, so not these ones, let's see. Take one of these big brushes and I'm gonna use, can you show the glue again? Yep. Ooh! It is stick fast and it's the thick. The thin you can get as well, but it is very runny. So the thick is best in my opinion. For a while they were out of it. That I get on Amazon too. For a while it was hard to find and you could only get the thin, and I did buy it because I needed glue, but it's not my favorite. I prefer the thin, or sorry, the thick. All right, so I'm just gonna go in here then and I'm going to make some dots all around my letters. I just am eyeballing it wherever I feel like putting a dot. I'm not being specific really. Making sure that there's some in between the letters maybe, but other than that, they can kind of go wherever they land. I want to make sure that there's some hanging off the edges so that it looks dimensional and then not flat. Oops, make that a little bit bigger on the corner there. Let's see. Just made them a little bit smaller inside of that C, if you noticed. Sometimes if your paint starts to dry out, they might not turn out round. You can just dip it back in there and try again. Stick another one in here. All right, I think that is enough dots for me. So let me put my paint out of the way here so I don't stick my arm back in it again. And I'll show you our finished piece. So we have got the March 17th, the background for our truck. We've got the insert for our truck, our clover, our hat, and our little Lucky Charm horseshoe. And then we've got our license plate that says Lucky. So let me show you. We've got a few more minutes left. This will go on this truck. And again, I have the giant truck. So this is a 24-inch truck, but you can get the 12-inch truck as well. So this is gonna go on here. I don't have any more Velcro right now. I need to do this. This piece will fit here. You'll have your little Lucky piece right down here. And then this will insert into the top right here. It's gonna be adorable. And then since we have a few minutes, let me show you just a couple of the things that are on the website today as well, if you haven't been able to check that out yet. I do have this cute new, I'm calling it a truck sitter. It's gonna hold the new mini, yes I do, DizzyDesigner.com. This is gonna hold the new mini tier tray sets. So I have regular tier tray sets, but this is gonna hold mini sets that are coming. So isn't that adorable? This part right here will be interchangeable. So I didn't put it on there, but there's this. And then let me go grab another one real quick. This one is the new tier tray. So it's a 2-tier tray. It's DIY. You put it together and paint it yourself. The shelf is this. So this is new on the website. This little part that you're seeing right here was for my tier tray club of the month. This was our January kit. So that's not available on the website, but the tray is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, I am finished and I don't have anything else to do. Do you guys have any more questions for me while we're still on here live? Let me just set this back on here wherever. All right, I don't see any questions. If anybody has any questions and they come through after the live, I'll come back through and answer them throughout the day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will be live again next Wednesday at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.